Taxi for Philip Clement. Welcome back to Fog Football. We are here where Rangers fans react to another dropped points, awful performance at Fir Park for Rangers. Oh, it was a tale of two halves. Clement's got to go, right? Anyone with a brain cell can see that he completely messed up the first half again. Just some awful football players out on that pitch. 14 points behind. A real chance to actually end the night in third, depending on what Aberdeen do, but I'm expecting Dundee United to win, being brutally honest, but I don't care about that, right? The match review will be coming later. I just want to break up the time between I do the Rangers match review for my channel and this channel. So you're getting the Rangers fan reacts, and you guys seem to love the Rangers fan reacts. Wonder why. I don't love it. I mean, honestly, I've never felt so down about this football club right here, right now. There's no light at the end of the tunnel, even in times that were very dark, and trust me, there has been very dark times not too long ago. I thought there was always light, but I don't know what it. Philip Clement's dome is like a solar eclipse. There's nothing happening, man. Get this guy in a taxi and send him back to Belgium, please. Anyway, Rangers chat. He'll probably paint this as a positive point gain because we were 2-0 down, and that's the problem. It's just unacceptable. And as Robin Proper said, oh well, yeah, in 20, when you lost, it didn't really matter. See, in other leagues, see if you come back for 2-0 down, it might be considered a good result. Not here. Not here. The only way here it would be considered a good result if you were, if you were in Celtic's position, instead of losing 3 points, you only lost 2 or something along those. There's just some disgusting. No, not the Telegraph. We've nothing to care about the Telegraph. Albanian football says get him gone. The Free Roger International says I love Clement. Please keep him until the end of his contract. Rangers Football Club. Look at how every opposition fan, every fan that doesn't support Rangers in Scotland loves Clement. When you've got a situation like that, the manager has got to go. And Rangers were lucky today, man. Honestly, we didn't. I don't think we deserved a draw. I'll talk about it more in the match review, but yeah, I've only seen the replays once, and questionable handball and the Butland goal with Tony Watt. Did they cancel each other out? Probably, but I thought Motherwell were worth the 3 points. We were disgusting, especially in that first half, man. Could have been 4 or 5-0 down to Motherwell. That's no disrespect to Motherwell, but look at the budgies. Yeah, I mean, a flock of 11 budgies would have done better in that first half, to be honest. Russell from Up says P45 for Phil the Baldy Belgian. If it doesn't happen before our next match in the event of a loss, board have to follow. And we told you get rid of him after Aberdeen. The starting 11 lost us points, and somehow Tav crept back in, pinging crosses off the backs of first defenders. January better be time to drain this. Honestly, man, if you're a Rangers fan, what we seriously need here is all the players that aren't good enough. I'm talking about the likes of Robin Proper, Kieran Doyle, Cyril Dessers. I tell you what, man, even Jack Butland for me is creeping into that territory. He I don't know what's happened to him. See if we got like a 5-4 million bid, take it. His arse is folded. He was great up until last March, man. And that Motherwell game, that Motherwell game back in March, a switch was flipped and everything to do with this club is just turned on its head. Disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. That announcement later going to hit like crack. Get him gone now. Well, I tend to disagree. I don't even think get him out and give Igamani one of those 9-year Chelsea contracts. I agree. Igamani's the only positive for me. I mean, yeah, Tierney was good and he came on as well, but it's like, no, it's funny. Like the only light at the end of the tunnel, like, is like a player like Igamani, because Tierney won't be coming back, right? But Igamani, I just wouldn't be surprised if he leaves us in January or in the summer. But we need to learn from the past and cash in and rebuild. It's so bad. It's time for someone to hand out a P45. Clement has to go. To notice we fell off massively. Of course we have. Get manager and staff out now with a good lot of the players too. The smallest of small clubs says everything Celtic. I mean, honestly, it's a small club mentality what's going on. This acceptance of dropping points. I mean, 14 points behind, and it's not even the new year. And, if anyone's waiting on those fireworks, man, for New Year's, well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. There's an Old Firm game on the 2nd, Thursday, and it'll be 17 points. And then we're away to Easter Road. Hibs, who are banging form right now, and then there's also a Dens Park game that you know is just going to be awful. Yeah, Limmy's not exactly pressed. Sack him. Coach resigned. Yep, sack him, please. Do it. Bad game, bad coach. Can't disagree with it. Fight and draw. Load of pish. Ian says pish. Yeah, some people are very happy. David Knox. It's bad when you know you have at least 3 mates that wouldn't do any worse if appointed manager. Kids playing FIFA would pick a better lineup and tactics. If you can't beat minnows, then you are a minnow. Europe and money is the only thing saving. But we need to forget about Europe, man. Can't even beat Motherwell. I agree. We need to forget about Europe. See this? Oh, we need Europe. Oh, yo, obviously we need European football. I'm never going to say we don't. We need the money, and you need to appeal the players in that fashion. But what the problem is for me is that too many players are coming in, and they only turn up for the European games. They only care. I think there's a reason why we turn up in Europe because people. Some of the players just don't. Oh, go into Paisley, go into Farport. I don't care about. See the European games, right? See, unless they honestly result in winning a trophy, right? I don't care about them anymore. I loved the Europa League run, right? And the 2008 run was great as well. And there's been obviously great European nights outside of those runs. But the bread and butter will always be domestic, man. I would trade every single European win that Rangers Football Club have had over the past 12 years to give me some of those Celtic trophies, man. And if you wouldn't, then why do you care so much about Europe? Oh, is it because that's when other leagues and nations and pundits from down south take notice of us? It's pathetic. It honestly is. And when the fans have a mentality similar to that, no wonder the players only care about Europe, man. I mean, how can we go to Nice, destroy them? How can we go toe to toe with Tottenham, right? How can we go and pump Malmo and go away to Olympiacos, but then in these games absolutely crumble? Well, a lot of it's down to Clement and the starting 11 he picked, which was absolutely disgusting, to say the least. Minus 14. Yep, cannot survive this team selection. First half was an absolute disgrace. Turned it into a 45-minute game with a 2-0 deficit. As much as I don't want to see managers sacked, it just keeps us in a state of instability. He can't survive this. He's learned nothing, absolutely nothing. He hasn't. And this is the guy, I mean, if we still had a great 2 months, we won the second half. I mean, what? I don't even want to listen to the presser, man, because I could fire this laptop out the window, judging on his comments. What a shocker of 2024 domestically it's been. How poor must Leon King, Billy Rice and Zach Lovelace be if they can't get into the current Rangers team? Surely you give youth a go. Some of these current senior players are stealing a wage. I mean, absolutely. Cheated to a 2-2 draw as well. Wonder if that big written threat is going back in the draw after that VAR bailout. What's your view of a VAR cheating Motherwell out a winner? Tell you what, man. I'll talk about it more in the review, but again, another game with dodgy decisions going against both teams. I can't see why they disallowed the Butland on goal. Butland had an absolute stinker. He needs to go as well. Start Liam Kelly. 10 minutes added on, still drop points. Brilliant. 1 point out of 6 before the Celtic game. It's just disgusting. That's your Rangers fans react, folk, man. Club is on its knees and it's not getting any better. It's tragic. You got an Old Firm game coming up in a few days and I couldn't care less about it, honestly. Honestly, man. It doesn't mean anything. The only thing it might mean is it might be the game that gets him sacked. But if you're a Rangers fan and you're hyped about going to that Old Firm on Thursday, you're kidding yourself on. I've never been so depressed about the club. It's so bad. We've got, like, if we win, so what? If we lose, so what? And if we draw, so what? It's meaningless. It's simply just an opportunity for Celtic to twist the knife, and no matter what we can do, nothing can be repaired because we're now so far behind in the league that it's became a meaningless Old Firm game. 2 games ago, you win and take it to 6 points. That's meaningful. That closes the gap. Going from 14 to 11 doesn't hee-haw, man. Anyway, your thoughts down below. I can't believe it. I know people say there's never a meaningless Old Firm, but Thursday is as far down the meaningless ladder as you can get because it's just absolutely crazy about how bad it is. Anyway, I want to know if people agree with that though. If you're a Rangers fan, you're listening to this, surely you cannot be looking forward to Thursday for a numerous magnitude of reasons.